All right, let's talk about something that can genuinely change how you feel day to day, and that is understanding how your relationship with fruit, well, it really needs to change after you turn 60.
When you sit down for breakfast, do you ever just look at your plate and have that little thought creep in, is this actually helping me, or could it be slowly hurting me? It's a fair question. Most of us don't really think that way, especially with something like fruit, right? I mean, fruit looks healthy. We've been told our whole lives it's healthy. But what if that's not the whole story anymore, especially after 60?
So, here's a fundamental truth we need to get on board with. After 60, your body just, well, it processes food differently. And that's not a sign that anything's wrong, not at all. It's just a natural biological shift. What this means is that the question we've been asking our whole lives, is this food healthy? It's not the right question anymore. The real question, the one that matters now, is this healthy for me, right now, at this stage of my life?
Okay, so keeping that new question in mind, let's dive into part one. We're going to look at 4 really popular fruits that you might need to start reconsider. All right, coming in at number 4 on our list, we have grapes. Now, what's so fascinating here is how they actually behave inside your body once you're over 60.
See, from metabolism that's matured, even just a handful of grapes can cause this really rapid sugar surge. It feels good for a minute, but when that sugar level inevitably crashes back down, well, that's when you're left feeling that sudden fatigue or that brain fog or maybe even a little bit of irritability. And on top of all that, grapes are often high on the list for pesticide residue, which just creates a lot of extra unnecessary work for your liver.
Okay, let's move on to number 3. This one's pineapple. And yeah, I know, it feels so refreshing, but there are a couple of things you really need to be aware of.
Have you ever eaten pineapple and felt that kind of tingly, burning sensation in your mouth? Or maybe some discomfort later? Yeah, that's not just in your head. Pineapple is super acidic, and that can be really harsh on a stomach lining that's become more sensitive over the years. Plus, it has something called bromelain. It's an enzyme that digests protein, which is what causes that irritation. But the bigger issue is it can actually interfere with some common medications like blood thinners.
And coming in at number 2, this one might surprise you. It's oranges. I know. We've all been taught that an orange a day is a cornerstone of a healthy diet. But again, for older adults, the context is just different. And this really gets to the heart of the problem. You see, as we get older, our tooth enamel naturally gets a bit thinner. The high citric acid in oranges can actually speed up that erosion. But the real villain here? It's orange juice. When you drink orange juice, you're essentially just drinking liquid sugar. All the fiber's gone, and that sends a massive shockwave straight to your liver and your blood sugar levels.
And now, the number 1 fruit to reconsider. And trust me, this is the one that gets the biggest reaction from people. It's bananas.
So here's what you have to understand. The bananas we're all eating today, they're not the same bananas our parents or grandparents ate. They've been bred over decades to be much, much sweeter. That means they're way higher on the glycemic index. So for you, that means a much faster sugar spike and a much heavier demand on your pancreas to produce insulin. And you know that old belief that bananas are the absolute best source of potassium? Well, it's just a myth. It's simply not true.
Okay, enough of the what not to do. Let's switch gears because this is the good part. Let's talk about part 2, the 4 absolute best fruits that can actually support your body, promote healing, and even help it function a little bit younger.
All right, kicking off our best list at number 4, we've got the pomegranate. It's kind of quiet, you know? It doesn't scream for attention like some other fruits, but believe me, its benefits are incredibly significant.
Pomegranate has these special compounds that basically help your cells do their own internal housekeeping, repairing and recycling their parts. That process is absolutely crucial for healthy aging. And the research backs this up. It's been linked to things like improved blood flow, cleaner arteries, and even better physical endurance.
Next up, at number 3, blueberries. And hey, let me ask you, you ever walk into a room and just stop, completely forgetting why you went in there in the first place? We've all been there. Well, blueberries support your brain in a really unique way.
What's amazing is that the compounds in blueberries can actually cross into your brain tissue and work on reducing inflammation directly at the source. It's incredible. And that's why you see all these links to better memory, clearer thinking, and just a steadier focus. And really importantly, they do all this without spiking your sugar or making you feel weighed down.
Okay, at number 2 on our list, we have cherries. And listen up, because if you deal with any kind of joint stiffness, aching knees, or you just can't get a good night's sleep, this one is for you. Cherries, especially the tart ones, are fantastic at helping to naturally reduce that internal inflammation. And they also help support better, more regular sleep cycles, which is something so many of us struggle with as we get older. I mean, just getting better sleep, that alone can completely change how you feel every single day.
And now for the absolute #1 best fruit. The one that, I gotta tell you, surprises almost everyone when they hear it, is the avocado.
Yeah, I know it doesn't taste sweet, but botanically, it's a fruit, and it's arguably the single most beneficial fruit for anyone over 60. Why? Well, those healthy fats are absolutely essential for stabilizing your blood sugar, protecting your heart, and keeping your brain healthy. But here's the real magic. Avocados actually help your body absorb the nutrients from all the other healthy foods you're eating. It's like a nutritional multiplier. It makes everything else you eat work better.
So let's just do a quick recap of everything we've covered. It's all right here. On one side, you've got the fruits to reconsider, mostly because of their high sugar, their acidity, or other impacts they have on the body. And on the other side, the fruits to embrace for their incredible healing, anti-inflammatory, and stabilizing properties.
You know, this really gets to the heart of the matter. We need to stop thinking about aging as some kind of inevitable decline. It's not. It's about making intelligent adjustments. Your body just has a new set of rules, new needs. And when you learn how to meet them, believe me, your body will thank you for it.
So here's the key takeaway, the main thing I want you to remember. It's all about making a conscious choice to start replacing the fruits that can drain your energy with the ones that build you up. Look, the goal here isn't about being perfect. It's about giving yourself the tools, the strength, the clarity, and the independence to really live your life to the absolute fullest.